What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. EMT here, and in this video, the audio that you're listening to right now is being captured by the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro. And this is the audio quality being captured by the internal microphones on my Canon EOS R. Let's dive in. I actually was present at NAB when it was first released in 2018, and this is the very first microphone that has an adjustable, stepless gain knob. In the past, we had to make some adjustments either on camera or in post, but this microphone gives you the ability, of course, to adjust the gain internally, which is fantastic because that way you can maintain the settings on your camera, and that gives you a lot of consistency, and just you don't have to dive into the menus of your camera, stop everything, flip the camera around. You can easily adjust your gain knob, and I love that. Now, the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro will set you back $139 US, and the package includes the microphone, a foam windscreen, an adjustable cold shoe shock mount, and a smart TRRS to TRRS cable. And this is the area where I think the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro steps a little bit above the rest. This mic has the ability to auto-configure its output, so it doesn't matter if you're using it on a smartphone, action camera, or SLR. You don't need to swap out cables, you don't need to do any mumbo jumbo, and on devices that the output is a stereo, you're pretty much going to end up with the dual mono channel. And I think this is wonderful because other microphones often include two different cables. This is a TRS cable, and this is a TRS cable to TRRS. And this gray part would be the one that would go into a smartphone, tablet, action camera, anything that has a microphone and stereo recording and all that good stuff. While regular cameras like the Canon EOS R will often only use just the one TRS cable instead of the TRRS cable. But then that means that I have to carry two separate sets of cables, and it's not a big deal, but when Deity comes around with just the one cable, it's just nice. It's less to carry, which is fantastic. And it makes the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro a plug-and-play microphone. No mumbo jumbo, no fine-tuning or anything else in the menus, just simply plug and play, and you do have that stepless gain knob in the back that allows you to make those adjustments real time without compromising on the settings that you're familiar to in your camera, and that's lovely. This microphone has a ridiculous 51-hour battery life, and that is thanks to the 320 milliamp hour battery that it's rechargeable via USB-C. And this is fantastic. I kid you not, I've had this microphone for quite some time, and I've used it in previous videos as a method of me testing it out and getting familiar with it, because it goes on standby when you turn off your camera, and then eventually it turns off, so it kind of like automatically regulates. It's really cool, and you can get a full charge in about 2 hours depending on where you meet that charge level. All right, I'm gonna zoom out so you can see what I have over here, but this is the V-Mic D3 Pro. I have it on a separate little tripod because I want it closer to my mouth so you can hear, of course, the audio quality of it, a little bit more directional. This, of course, will sound perfect because this kind of shotgun microphone is a directional microphone, so whatever's right in front of it, it's going to sound a-okay. But the moment I flip this to my left, you'll probably notice a little bit less intensity in terms of the audio quality. So in terms of picking up your voice, this microphone's gonna do a phenomenal job when it's right in front of you. The V-Mic D3 Pro also has a low-cut filter for any unwanted hums and frequencies in the background, like cars. There's a lot of vehicles right where I live, so you might want to switch back and forth depending on your environment. Let me know in the comment section if you actually hear the vehicles driving by. Right now, this is being captured at the 150 setting. And this right now is being captured at the 75 setting. Now I want to do a little quiet comparison. Right now I'm using the low cut 75 setting, and we're going to keep it quiet and switch over to the 150 setting, and then of course the internal microphone setting, just so you can see how well the microphone captures environmental audio, just like kind of like those things in the background. Alright, so while this is not quite a fair comparison, this was my very first microphone that I got for my DSLR camera. This is the Rode Videomicro. And while it's not quite a fair comparison, I still wanted to throw it in because this was my very first microphone that I bought in order to enhance the audio quality of my videos at the very beginning, early stages of my YouTube journey, so to speak. And this is the audio quality, but for anybody looking to upgrade from either built-in microphones or the Rode Videomicro or any other entry-level microphones that are better than the internal cameras, this is the audio quality being captured by the Rode Videomicro. I'm willing to bet you can pick a big difference, especially if you're on headphones, where you can pick a little bit more of the details between the Rode video microphone, the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro, and then of course the built-in audio on the camera, which I wouldn't even bother for this specific test. But I did take out the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro just so we can test it out in different environments and get a vibe and feel on how the audio gets captured when you're in the ocean or in the outdoors and so on. Let's have a listen. All right, everybody, we are out and about in Corona del Mar trying out the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro in this environment. The ocean's right behind me. There's vehicles coming left and right over here. And of course, there's a lot of wind and environmental audio. So I want you to let me know which one do you prefer, the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro or the built-in microphone on the Canon USR. Let me know in the comments section down below. Now, I also want to do an environmental test, if you will. We're going to be shooting directly at the ocean right behind me and see how well the sound of the waves and the environment gets captured by this microphone versus the built-in camera microphone. I am expecting a little bit more of a punchier sound coming in from the Deity microphone, a little bit more wide stereo spread out capture from the built-in, but let's take a listen. Now, when everything is said and done, any microphone that you add to the mix that you can move, get closer, get a little bit more directional is an improvement from the built-in microphones on your cameras. I'm just very happy and very pleased with the V-Mic D3 Pro. I think it's an upgrade to the microphones that I've already had that I was using that were directional shotgun microphones that will mount on top of your camera. And I love the fact that the shock mount is actually adjustable. You can slide it back and forth if you have a longer or shorter lens. That way you can keep everything tight while minimizing any kind of unwanted movements and shakes. And at $139 US, I feel that the level of quality audio that we're getting on this microphone is way far superior for any other microphone that's less than $130. I feel that if you're purchasing a microphone that's $100 and you care about the quality of your audio as much as I do now, I highly encourage you to go a little bit above and get the V-Mic D3 Pro because, of course, the audio quality speaks for itself. The microphone build quality is also top-notch. It's made out of aluminum. It's not heavy, but it has a really nice heft to it. I'm looking at it because it is a sexy-looking microphone right now. And I'm actually happy that it fell in my lap. So thank you so much, Deity, for sending out this microphone for us to test here. I know for a fact that this is going to be the microphone that I'm going to take with me from now on because the audio quality is that good. I love the battery life, 51 hours, are you kidding me? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you have any questions or suggestions, drop them down there so we can continue to create relevant content for you. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And as always, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Stay safe and I'll catch you on the next one.